Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Topic one.
Bring it out.
U.S. war zone.
Right, U.S. war zone. We're going to do a quick recap, but we're going to show you how Esau really get down. Give me Job chapter 5. Watch this. Esau is very strategic, very crafty, very crafty. They always have an end agenda or an end game that they want to accomplish at the end of the day. Job 5:12, read that for me.
The book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 12.
Come on.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
So at the end of the day, they have something that they want to accomplish. But the Most High, he's going, to allow them to think it's going to come to pass, but it's not going to manifest fully.
Right.
But that don't mean we're not going to go through the trouble, y'all. We are going to be troubled in Jacob's trouble. We're going to go through the tribulation along the way. Now, pull up the first video for me.
As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this.
Take that down, that disclaimer, please.
Abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses.
Now, I want to go back to Second Ezra real quick. I want to touch on that. It said that when this bill is passed, the law enforcement, they cannot make someone leave your property.
Right.
Which is insane. It's insanity.
Wow.
But they're doing this thing for a reason. But first and foremost, they got to fulfill Bible prophecy. But secondly, it's for something else. Second Ezra, chapter 15. Go back to verse 18 and 19, and then we'll jump. Read what you got.
Chapter 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
You see that? It says, because of their pride, cities shall be troubled. Right now, the citizens of Illinois, they're getting scared. They're getting very fearful because they know what's about to pop off. Okay. Chicago's already bad enough with the police there. All right. So hell's going to break loose once this takes place. Read that again from the top.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
And men shall be afraid. All right, we're going to come back to this, but read on.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Come on.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods.
Because think about it. If somebody trying to break into your house, if somebody's squatting at your house, you can't call the police to tell them to leave.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Read on.
Because of the lack of bread.
Because of the famine that's going to be going on and what?
And for great tribulation.
And for great tribulation. All right. We are in Jacob's trouble. Bishop just went over this thing.
Right.
But we're understanding, you think about how exactly is this going to play out? And we're literally seeing these laws passed right before our eyes.
Right.
Telling you can't remove somebody from your house. If somebody murders somebody, they're going to get out with no bail.
That's crazy.
You understand? That's why the love is going to wax cold, because there's no more what? There's no more consequence for your actions. Lawlessness. Now from there, give me 2 Ezra 16. Give me verse 46.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 46.
Come on.
For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods.
Read on.
Overthrow their houses and take their children captives.
You see that thing? Because there's no consequence for that. You can kidnap. You can get away with it. What else is going to increase? Sex trafficking, human trafficking. That's what's going to increase because there's no penalty for it. And if you do get caught, don't worry. You're going to get let back in the streets to continue to do it again. Read on. That's crazy.
For in captivity and famine shall they get children.
Read.
And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they dig their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons.
Right. So what are we witnessing right here? We're witnessing that law that was just passed. We're reading it out of the Bible.
Right.
All right. That's what our people got to understand. Real quick, go to the next. I think it's a clip. Whatever's after this. Go to whatever's after that. All right. Read that off.
Illinois' non-detainable offenses beginning January the 1st, 2023. Aggravated battery, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing, arson, burglary, drug-induced homicide, intimidation, kidnapping, robbery.
And you know that intimidation, meaning what? Somebody showing up to your doorstep. Hey, I'm trying to be peaceful, but I need this from you. They show up the next day. Now they're stalking you. Now they're following you. That's intimidation right there.
Right.
And guess what? There's not going to be a restraining order for it anymore. Wow. All right, go ahead.
Kidnapping, robbery, second-degree murder, threatening a public official.
Now, go back to 2 Ezra. What I say earlier? 15. I wanted to come back to it. Yeah, 15 and 18. Bring it out. Now, it says, frighten then demoralize. Now, read the verse, and I want to go to this next clip. Watch this.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
And men shall be afraid. Play the clip, please. No. No. Frighten the demoralize. Play that clip. Yes.
See, I think there are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy, and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy, and confident because they would get out of control. The top 1% of the world's population own 80% of the world's wealth. It's incredible that people put up with it, but they're poor, they're demoralized, they're frightened, and therefore they think perhaps the safest thing to do is take orders and hope for the best.
You see that thing right there?
Right.
That's what they've done. They've changed the mindset of the people. They've dumbed them down to the point where their dependence is on the government 100%.
Right.
Now, when the government pulls the police basically out of the equation, how much fearful are the people going to be? They're going to be so fearful where they're going to be begging and crying out for the government to come back and protect them, to the points where they're going to give up all of their freedoms.
Right.
They're going to give up all of their rights so the government can come back in. I'm telling you, this is all by design. I'm telling you, just like Bishop said, what is this going to cause? This is going to usher in martial law.
That's right.
All right, you had something?
Yeah, let me get a precept real quick to go along with what we failed to understand there's a reason why all this is being done. All this is being done strategically, like you had said earlier, Cap. Psalm 64, verse 5. Let's get that real quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of land snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
So they set up trap privately, where they come together and set up, what are we going to do to get rid of these people? To kill as many as we can, to get rid of as many as we can, just like they did in time of Egypt. Same thing is going on. Read on.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Believe it or not, a lot of these laws that you see that being passed are from our own lawlessness people that say, hey, we don't need no police. We don't need, and because they like that, the scriptures say they search out iniquity. They search out things that we would like to be in, and they'll set up laws and to get us entrap ourselves in those very stuff.
Exactly what you're saying, officer. Heavy point. Go back to that clip with Roland Martin. Go to that clip of Roland Martin, because, like you said, yeah, they know that people like Roland Martin, the Black Caucus, they understand that, guess what? It's all about money for them.
Right.
They don't care about their other people who are out there struggling.
Right.
So guess what? They will go out on a limb and be Esau's puppets.
Right.
Knowing that this is going to destroy us even worse.
Don't care.
They don't care, because guess what? They think that at the end of the day, that bag, they're getting a bag, and they think that Esau, when all of this chaos happens, they think that Esau's going to protect them.
Right.
That's what they think.
No.
That's what they think. But we understand what Isaiah 28:15 says that.
Right.
It says, guess what? When the overflowing scourge, when that tribulation comes forth, guess what? They think that they're going to be protected, but they're going to be destroyed.
Right.
Hey, play that clip to go over exactly what the officer just sprung out with Roland Martin. You had it. There you go. Go ahead.
Across America are in local and state jails. Why? Because they cannot afford bail. There's been an effort across America to reduce this, to actually.
So it's a smoke screen right here. Bruh, majority of our people that's locked up need to be locked up.
Right.
There's every once in a while you got a case of mistaken identity, stuff like that. But for the most part, hey, Jake be wicked out there. Right? So what he's trying to do, he's trying to take a few instances and change it into all of our people are innocent. That's the black community though.
Right.
Hey, you could be your cousin. You know he just killed Ray down the street. Free Pookie. Bro, you know he killed him though. Right. But that's our people. They say, oh, now my cousin, he gonna get out. Now he back home. But he killed somebody, bro.
This don't make one sense to me.
But they're doing what they're playing on the ignorance and the wickedness, like you said, discover the iniquity of our people.
Right.
That's what they're doing.
Yep.
Go back to the clip.
Imprisoning people who are sitting in jail. Remember, Sandra Bland was sitting in a Texas
See
jail.
now, you see how wicked that is right there?
Very crafty.
That's some wicked stuff, because he know that just struck a chord with the black community. He know that was something near and dear on how the sister, sister, I think she was killed. You understand? I don't got no facts to prove it, but I think she was killed in prison. I mean, in the jail.
Right.
But what he's doing, he's tugging on the hearts of black people.
Right.
You know what? He's right. We should let murderers out of jail. We should let these convicted sex offenders and these robbers. Yeah, we should let them out of jail. Yeah, he's right. He's right. That's what he's doing. Go back to it.
She was arrested in Prairie View, Texas. She could not make the bail, around $500, and she died in jail for $500. And so this effort to get rid of cash bail has been happening all across the country. Now, what's also been happening is the folks on the right have been claiming, oh, this is the reason why we have high crime. And so in Harris County, Texas, you had the police union supporting former prosecutors running against judges who supported ending cash bail in Harris County. Several of those progressive judges lost in the primary. You had the attacks on Alvin Bragg, the DA in Manhattan. The same thing happening in other places. Now the attacks are moving to Illinois, where they're calling this, the purge bill. Well, it's actually That's not the case.
Stop. You see that, right? He said all of that fluff to prepare you. So yeah, we read the Purge bill. No, it is that.
Right.
But what you're trying to do, you're trying to change the minds of the people.
Calm them down.
So I'm gonna be blatant. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna just call it what I see. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. First Maccabees 11:21.
Bring it
He could try to talk. Try to present those smooth words all he want. Right. But at the end of the day, bro, he's an enemy of his own people, man.
Right.
Read this.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 11 and verse 21.
Go ahead.
Then certain ungodly persons who hated their own people.
Who did what?
Hated their own people.
Come on.
Went unto the king and told him that Jonathan besieged the tower.
You see that thing right there? Because at the end of the day, go to Isaiah 28:15 as well. We quoted it early, but we need to read that so y'all can understand the underworkings of what's going on behind the scenes, man. You think these faces and political figures or whatever, those who are on TV are for you. They not for you. It's all about the money.
Right.
Okay, they would sell out their whole nation. They would sell out their whole nation just for the bag, man. Read that.
Right.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
That death is going into the United States of America.
Right.
All right, or the white man. All right, go ahead.
And with hell are we at agreement.
Right, they made an agreement. Why? Because Esau putting out this law, and guess what? He's backing it up. He's justifying their law. He's in agreement with it. Read.
When the overflowing scourge shall
Meaning
pass.
what? When the repercussions of that law being passed, the scourge is going into the killings and all of the judgments that's going to come from it.
Right.
Read.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come upon unto us.
That's what they think. But Esau don't care. He's just going to use you to get his agenda passed, and then guess what? It's going to end up affecting you too.
Right.
That's what they don't understand.
See, kind of like the movie Judas at the end.
Exactly.
He thought
that's
he was
exactly
gonna
right.
get something.
He didn't get paid nothing.
Yeah, that's what he thought.
He didn't get paid anything. Real quick, go to gun control. Give me that.
This is rtnews.com.
Nah, play the. Do me a favor. I want Biden first, and then I want you to play that video of that what you just read. Give me Biden real quick.
Here, we are going to ban assault weapons.
Now check it out. If you spiritual, you would see the writings on the wall.
Right.
They are going to unleash total chaos in the earth. That's what they're going to do, to put fear on the people, where people be like, the government wasn't so bad. Having the police wasn't so bad.
Right.
It was a good thing. It's going to get so bad, you're going to be begging for it. But that's the real agenda right there.
Yep.
You better read your.
They're going to take the guns, and guess what? They're going to have total rule over the people. Okay, go back to your boy Jim Crow, Joe. Play it again.
I'm not stopping here. We are going to ban assault weapons. There is no godly reason for them.
You the damn devil, man.
Oh my God.
So was that January 1st, 2023? It's going to get on and popping in Illinois. And then they're going to be like, you know what? Hey, Joe, you were right. There shouldn't be any guns because look at what's going on in Illinois.
Right.
That's how they do. Now go to the video of the credit card companies monitoring your purchases. Go to that video.
Credit card industry's new effort to track gun purchases, describing the plan as, quote, creating a national registry of gun owners. The NRA is pushing back against the decision on Friday from the International Standards Organization, ISO, which sets rules across the financial services industry to create a new merchant category code for gun and ammunition retailers. ISO decision comes after mounting pressure on credit card companies by Democrats in Congress who favor use of such a code. Kitty Werman, who breaks it down so well. She was an Austrian Holocaust survivor.
We also had gun control. The government said that children were playing with guns, and we had hunting accidents, and we had criminals again, murderers. The only way that they could track the murderer was by the serial number of the gun. So bring your gun to the police station, then we can register the serial number and we can track the criminal. And we thought that was a good idea. Not long afterwards, they said, no, it did not help. We could not track all the criminals. The best way to have no more crimes and no more people getting hurt, bring your guns to the police station. They already know who had guns because we registered our guns.
Wow. Now, it's not too hard to see what they're trying to do. And we understand what the scriptures say. The tribulation is going to increase. Yeah. You had some, officer?
Yeah, Cap, we say this every week. Our people got to wake up. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're giving you warning on this show. We give you warning every day out there on the streets. We're telling you all, stop trusting these people who are making the laws against you. These laws are going to end, like Cap say, when the repercussions happen, we're going to be the ones who suffer the most. Give me that in Sirach chapter 10, verse 12. Simple scripture. It's a simple scripture, but our people don't understand it. This is who they attack us about. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Read.
The beginning of pride.
I'm sorry, 12 verse 10.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
The Bible tells us, he didn't say sometime trust him. He didn't say trust him every now and then or every Tuesday. He said never trust your enemy. And if you check it, since we've been here, we've been enslaved, we've been oppressed since we've been in this land. That's got to be your enemy. Read.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Iron is going to always rust no matter how many times you shine it. You give it a little time, it's going to rust again. Read verse 13.
Verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
So God is telling you, why would I come to your rescue when I told you not to trust him in the first place? So when you're in the midst of, oh, Lord, help me, when he told you not to trust your enemy, why would God come help you? So God is telling us, don't trust your enemy because he's going to bite you in the back.
Hey, go to... Before we move on to the next one, go to Bug Out Bags in Denver. Yeah, play that.
September 24th, so 2 opportunities to get these free emergency preparedness bags.
Hey, before you play that, where's the clip on what's happening in China? Okay. Play that first. Yeah. So read the caption. Where's the caption at? For this video. All right, take that disclaimer down, please. All right, read that.
This is SGTNewsNetwork.com. China is currently building up massive quarantine concentration camps all around China. Chinese people are being forced to march off to quarantine concentration camps at the gunpoint.
At gunpoint. So they come into your house at gunpoint telling you, you got to come with me. You see that thing? America's leading up to that. It's about to pop off 2023. The people are going to be crying for help. You understand? They're going to be like, yeah, the crime is bad. Let's take away the guns. And then they're going to have the rule. Because remember what the dude said about fear earlier. It's easier to control people who have been demoralized and poor.
Right.
You understand? It's hard to control people who have been educated. You understand? And stand up for themselves. So that's what they want. They want it easy to be controlled, all right? So understand that thing. It's right around the corner, brothers and sisters. Now go to Bug Out Bags in Denver. Play that.
September 24th, so 2 opportunities to get these free emergency preparedness bags.
September Preparedness Month, and Denver is now handing out free bug-out bags to help you just in case you run into emergency. Lisa D'Souza live at that free event at the Montbello Rec Center. Lisa, all right, I asked you last time. I need to know the checklist of everything I got to put in my bug-out bag.
We've got it all ready to go. Good morning, Ashley. So this event officially opens up here at the Montbello Rec Center at 10 o'clock this morning from 10 a.m. to 2. You can stop by and get a free bug out bag. Just like I said, this is all for National Preparedness Month. And this is all being put on by Denver Emergency Management. All right, so let's take a look at some of the items that you can get for free by coming by. You got batteries. Looks like we've got some matches, a can opener, toilet paper, paper towels, toilet paper, paper towels. We've got cotton balls.
Now, you know, this is running on. So they say it's about awareness. So wait a second. Why are they? Does anybody know what a bug out bag is?
Right.
Right. A bug out bag is for when like a disaster is about to pop off.
Right.
So you're just gonna, hey, everybody come down and get a bug out bag. Wait a second. Wait a second. That doesn't alert you?
Right.
You understand? IT. Make sure y'all spelling the scriptures correctly, please. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all, man. But real quick, that should be very alarming.
Right.
Okay? Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I'm not going to go into too much of that. But brothers and sisters in that area, hey, watch your surroundings. We understand what days we're living in.
That's right.
Okay? Do me a favor. Let's go to topic 2 for the sake of time.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.